Really good episode of NXT tonight. Really good. Can't stand Lacey Evans, but really good episode of NXT. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? It's Buddy, it's Pal Spaz, Phoenix, the YWC Reality Check here with your NXT review for October 3rd, 2018. Now let's get the house cleaning out of the way as we always do. Anybody in the Toronto, Brampton, Mississauga area that is going to Destiny Wrestling's Raising Hell event this Sunday, I will be there. Be sure to, swing by, grab me a drink, etc. Main event is going to be the Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, taking on Pete Dunne. Yes, WWE United Kingdom Champion Pete Dunne for the Destiny Championship. Gonna be a good one. Love to see you all there. I've met a couple of you. It's all good. Can't remember any names at the moment because I'm a terrible, terrible person, but a lot of fun. See you all there. Put it down in the box below if you're going to be there. Also, Kristen, Guapo, and I are going to be doing the pay-per-view pick 'em for the Australian, what the hell is it called? Super Showdown that's happening this coming Saturday morning. Now, I cannot promise that I'm going to be watching it live Saturday morning, Twitter, etc. So if I don't see it, I'm not going to be watching Twitter. I will be watching it sometime later in the day. Great weekend of wrestling for me, really, if you think about Destiny, going to see Destiny live and then watching the Australia show. Anybody that watches, What Culture, WWE, is going to hear Adam Wilborn do his 1,000,001 Australian accent impressions. It's going to be good. Sorry guys, it's late in the day. I've had a really, really shit day, I'm not gonna lie. So if I seem like I'm a little bit absent or a little bit scattered, that's why. If it's your first time in the channel, obviously that's a great first time to check out the channel, but check out the annotation up above, check out the playlists for the Mae Young Classic, 205 Live, NXT, the Q&A. If you want to be part of the Q&A, throw your questions down in the comment section of the last Q&A. Started off tonight, the October 3rd edition of NXT with Nikki Cross in the back cutting her awesome, amazing Nikki Cross rambling promos, just sort of rambling at the camera, talking about how games are fun. Games are fun, especially when you get other people to play with you. Bianca, didn't we have so much fun last time we played? I hope you're not afraid because we didn't behave last time. And then she totally switches in her brain, is speaking of bad behavior, and then she just rambles down the hallway saying I know, I know, I know, referring to the Aleister Black situation. Now, I've said, and I will continue to say, that doing this investigation storyline in NXT doesn't work because NXT caters to the caters to the smart fans. And I don't want to say that in a smart marky kind of way, but if there's any collection of fans that have watched the dirt sheets that know that Aleister Black is legitimately injured, know that he wasn't attacked, and know that this story was basically put in place to cover that up, it is the NXT fans. So it is a little bit insulting in that way to use something that is such a WWE cliche, like a casual fan storyline angle with this particular group of fans. But I will say, ironically, the most interesting thing to come out of the Aleister Black investigation storyline has been this newly excited, obsessed Nikki Cross, which I really love, and I hope that goes somewhere down the way. I had somebody ask me point blank on Twitter, because they know that I like Nikki Cross, do you want to know where this is going? I'm like, fucking course I don't want to know where this is going. Let me watch the show. Now, people have said similar things to me about the Mae Young Classic, which we're going to talk about in a little bit in the next video that I do, but Mae Young Classic is great. It's not so great. Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans can fuck the fuck off. I used to treat her with a little bit of disinterest. I didn't really care. I thought the gimmick was laughable. I thought her finisher, the women's right, is a little pun stuck in there for a very certain section of the population, and just representative of what's going on in the world these days. We're not really going to go into that because I'll get myself in a lot of trouble, but basically I thought her gimmick was lame. I thought she wasn't that great in the ring. I've gone from that sort of passive I don't really care to I actively don't like this character on my TV screen. She's not quite reaching Naomi territory. It's nothing like that, but it's just really bad. And plus she's taking on Candice LeRae, who everybody loves, first of all. And second of all, as I said on Twitter tonight, and this is not to say that they're the same character or they're the same type of person or whatever, but there's something about Candice LeRae that reminds me of Emma, where Emma, when she was a face, she was like great at being a face, but you could see there was some sarcasm behind her, and when she was a heel, there was still something likable about her. Candice LeRae, obviously super babyface, especially by association with Johnny Gargano. You know, I bet Brie Bella wishes that she could absorb some of that from Daniel Bryan right now, but that's another story for another day. She reminds me of Emma a whole lot. I can't pinpoint exactly why, but that it's not any kind of bad thing, because I mean, we were all pissed off when Emma left the WWE, and now we have Candice LeRae, and it's all good. But Candice LeRae versus Lacey Evans just makes me think, could we not have something better for Candice LeRae to do? They have a shoving match to start. There's a collar elbow tie, and send some cheap shots by Evans, corner chops and a few turnbuckle shots by LeRae. Boot by LeRae and a knockdown by Evans and a mudhole stomp. Evans' slingshot Bronco Buster thing is awkward. She does head scissor into a really weird looking headlock and does the Steiner push-ups, except it's just weird. I know she's got the military background legitimately, and I respect that. I really do, but you don't need to automatically shove everything about her real life into her gimmick when the gimmick already sucks, and I just want her off my TV. And she tries to go from that to a submission, but really she ends up just like grabbing her by the hair. Eventually she transitions it into a really loose, shit-looking Cobra Clutch. Snapmare by LeRae, Enziguri, hard forearms, low dropkick by LeRae, back elbow, facebuster, corner beat down in the corner by LeRae. And then, for reasons, because you've got this thing and you've named it the women's right, so it has to come out every time, or else the feminazis will ask, how come we didn't see any women's rights tonight, or something stupid like that. That's exactly what happened. A really shit-looking punch took the victory away from the great character, the babyface character, the one we all want to see, the one that's actually talented and engaging on the TV screen. Candice LeRae should have won this match. Candice LeRae shouldn't have been in this match. Candice LeRae should have been in there with somebody like a Bianca Belair, or an Aaliyah, or anybody that's not Lacey Evans, realistically speaking. I don't know. I've heard that on house shows Lacey Evans was part of the Forgotten Sons, so it's the Forgotten Sons and daughter, I guess. Now that I've seen the Forgotten Sons, I don't want her anywhere near them either, because I kind of like them. Anyways, from that to something that's actually really, really good, video package on the triple threat match that we're getting next week for the NXT North American Championship between Adam Cole, Ricochet, Pete Dunne. You don't really need a video package because that match fucking sells itself unless you're an idiot. But video packages in WWE are always good. We have to take that moment in the show to say, hey, they did a video package. It's WWE. They did a good video package. Moving on. We see Ciampa in the back, and he's cutting a to-the-camera locker room promo referencing Velveteen Dream and Velveteen Dream's accusations that he may be the one that attacked Aleister Black. He said, when you succeed, people will always try to chop you down. The Velveteen Dream, his name is kind of ironic because he's kind of living in a dream right now. And then he offers a warning to the Velveteen Dream saying, stay out of my spotlight. Which means we're going to get Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream, and that ain't any kind of bad thing, is it? Forgotten Sons versus Three Jobbers. How do you think this went? Squash. It's a very long, drawn-out squash, and it was such a squash I couldn't bring myself to go into any more detail than to say that these guys got absolutely obliterated. That double team DDT stomp combination by Cutler and Blake is really cool. The slingshot powerbomb by Riker is awesome. Forgotten Sons win. There's no way I look at them and don't think of Sons of Anarchy, which is funny because I've never seen a single episode of that show, but it is what it is. And it's funny, for nothing else, I look at the old team of Blake and Murphy and how I hated them as a tag team. I thought they were bland as fucking gray paint. But now you see Buddy Murphy on 205 Live, and he's going to Melbourne, Australia to get a cruiserweight. I'm never doing that again. That was fucking terrible. He's going to Australia Saturday morning, and he's going to get his shot at Cedric Alexander in the Cruiserweight Championship, which is great. And Wesley Blake has found himself into this Forgotten Sons thing. The other guy, Cutler, had a guard on his face because apparently he broke his nose in their match with the Street Profits a while ago. I didn't know that. I hadn't read that. Definitely reminded me of the old dashing to deranged Cody Rhodes gimmick. I mean, I wonder what he's doing now, but, you know. We replay the scene from last week where Baszler and Sane said they were going to fight at Evolution for the championship, which is all good. Then we see a long, and I'm sorry, in this case, way too long, video about what it's taking Baszler to prepare herself for Kairi Sane. I mean, it's good in a way because it does provide a little extra hype for the Mae Young Classic, because these two were in the finals of the Mae Young Classic last time it came around, but it drug out a little bit. In my personal opinion, it's all good. Backstage, Bianca Belair has a microphone, and that's very unfortunate. Moving on. Johnny Gargano, who's, you know, down in the dumps recovering from all the Tommaso Ciampa stuff, he has a match with Tony Nese, who's come over from 205 Live, and basically he cuts a super generic promo in the back talking about how, you know, I dominate 205 Live, and isn't NXT where all the great talent is? I'm going to go show them, you know, the 8 reasons, and he points to his abs. I don't have a fucking single ab to show, so I'm not going to, but, you know, the whole, like, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on my abs, and that's why I'm going to win the match. Now, all joking aside, Tony Nese from the Cruiserweight Classic, Johnny Gargano, also from the Cruiserweight Classic. We both know that these guys can go. Tony Nese is an amazing athlete, and, you know, he's got the super athlete gimmick name and all that sort of thing. He's never been a character that I've gotten into. I'm not going to lie, and I haven't been watching 205 Live as much as I should. But it just feels to me like he's the guy you put in there with the other character that you're trying to get over. Like, they've put him in several different groups, and they've partnered him up with different people, and he's never really done anything to me to make his character stick out whatsoever. Sorry. Sinuses are a bitch. The seasons are changing. It is what it is. But you know he's a great athlete, and you know he can get it done in the ring, and you got Johnny Gargano, who we've got all the following in the world for. So you know that this match has all the ingredients to be a good match. I did not expect it to be as good as it was, though. Collar and elbow tap, and Nese works the arm and puts him into a headlock. Shoulder tackle by Nese and a head scissor by Gargano. Lariat by Nese, a mud hole and some corner chops. Rolling kick and a suicide dive by Gargano and some chops. Gutbuster by Nese, and when Nese does the gutbuster, it does look a little extra vicious. I'm not going to lie. Mud hole stomp and a series of front slams. Body scissor by Nese and mounted punches by Gargano. Slingshot. Okay, here we go. Here we go into this whole Gargano sequence, which is amazing. Slingshot DDT by Gargano and a step-up enziguri. Back out to the apron once again for a slingshot spear. You guys know I love the slingshot spear. Immediately takes his slumped-over body into the corner for some mudhole stomps. Both men trade some punches. Running knee by Gargano. One-arm deadlift buckle bomb by Nese. Much as I might say I don't have any interest in the guy's character, the buckle bomb that he does, the one-arm buckle bomb that he does is pretty fucking sweet, I'm not gonna lie. Nese tosses Gargano outside of the ring, hits him with a dive and a 450 splash. Enziguri by Gargano, a back suplex into the corner by Nese. Super kick by Gargano, clothesline, the Gargano escape, gets the tap. Gargano gets his win over Tony Nese. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they moved Tony Nese from 205 Live over into NXT, because I think he could do some damage there, and maybe they could help him develop a little bit of a character. Just saying. We get a video package on the newly reunited Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. I almost said Danny Lorcan there, because I'm special. Nigel McGuinness on commentary says he wouldn't be surprised if these guys get another tag team title shot again soon, but there is an all-consuming story happening on NXT going towards WarGames that is going to stop that happening for the short term. And here's something I want to say, right? Here's where I'm going to compare NXT to The Shield, and here's where everybody's going to down this video. Now, I don't talk much about Raw because I don't review Raw because Raw is not worth reviewing most of the time. We're going to talk about all of this when I preview the Super Showdown with the guys tomorrow. But the main complaint on Raw for most people is that all the titles are tied up in one feud. It's the fact that the Universal title, the Intercontinental title, and the tag titles are all tied up in this one feud between the Dogs of War, which is a stupid name, get to that later, and the Shield. Obviously, Roman Reigns has the Universal Championship, so the whole world is falling apart on Raw. Now, on the other side of the coin, you've got British Strong Style versus the Undisputed Era versus this hodgepodge team of Ricochet and the War Raiders. Now, within that feud, because they're building up to WarGames, spoiler. Now in that, you've got the UK title, which is going to be the main title of the UK brand. You've got the North American Championship, which is the mid-card title of this brand, and you've got the Tag Team Championships. And no one cares about that. Now I know, it's NXT. NXT's the golden brand. Thou shalt not talk bad about NXT. I'm with you, I'm for that. But acknowledge the hypocrisy within our own community. No, there's no Roman Reigns on NXT, but there's a big, big, big chunk of hypocrisy out there. Because if we go into WarGames the way we have it set right now, the only two title matches we're going to see are Ciampa defending against whoever, most likely Velveteen Dream, which will be a little bit weird, and either Baszler or Sane, depending on what happens at Evolution, defending against who they're going out to. So we're only going to get two title matches at the next WarGames, the way things are shaping up right now. Not that that's a bad thing, but again, if you want to make a statement about something, then you need to make it applicable to everything and not just applicable to the things you like, because then your biases shine across the front of your chest like a badge. I don't know why I did this, but anyways. Let's talk about the main event. The main event was Lars Sullivan versus EC3. Now, Lars Sullivan is another guy, much like Tony Nese, who normally I don't have much time for. It's like the Braun Strowman effect, where he comes in and he's really impressive and he does a lot of destruction, but you go very quickly from that to, okay, he's just a sideshow freak type guy, and you don't expect much from the match. And EC3 is one of those guys that I was watching back in TNA when TNA was still watchable. So, I didn't really think much of this match, but the match started and EC3 absolutely mauls Lars Sullivan, and it gets your attention right off the bat. It shakes off any of that, it's just going to be a Sullivan squash feeling, and it takes you, as I say, immediately into the match again, because you're behind the more charismatic, the more involving character with EC3. EC3 mauls Sullivan, hits him with a high knee, and boots him twice out of the ring. Spears Sullivan into the steps, twice right hands by EC3, and EC3 eats post. EC3 hits the scoop slam, a la Hogan and Andre, and then a running elbow drop and a front face lock. And that is the end of his offense, his offensive flurry, I should say, because he's hit with a shoulder tackle by Sullivan. He gets tossed across the ring, and he gets squashed in the corner. Back elbow and some drop kicks by EC3, and he breaks the face. Boot by EC3. Lariat by Sullivan. Hits him with another few more tosses. Crossface blows by Sullivan. Neck vice, high knee. German suplex by EC3 on Lars Sullivan was ungodly. Follows up with a crossbody. Lariat by Sullivan. Clothesline out of the ring by EC3. Freak accident on the apron and a top rope Benoit style headbutt by Lars fucking Sullivan gets the win. Not only am I in a match with a guy that I typically don't care about, not only did that guy that I typically do not care about win, this match, for the short little match that it was fucking great. Now, honestly, if I want to be fair, this match and the Gargano-Nese match should have switched places. Gargano-Nese should have been the main event, in my humble opinion. But that doesn't mean that this wasn't fun. Doesn't mean Gargano versus Nese didn't surprise the hell out of me. And the only thing I can really complain about on this show is that somebody gave Belair a microphone, and somebody gave Evans a match. Other than that, this show was great. Now, looking into the next 2 weeks, once again, 2 weeks from now, we got Nikki Cross versus Bianca Belair, and we are getting that tag team title match between the Undisputed Era and the War Raiders. All good. Next week, we're getting Keith Lee versus Kona Reeves, which I could take or leave, I'm not going to lie. But to counter that, we've also got the triple threat match for the North American Championship between Adam Cole, Pete Dunne, and Ricochet Bebe, and that's going to be fucking fantastic. I'm going to be just as tired next week when I'm talking to you about that as I am right now, but I promise you I'm probably going to be twice as excited. Anyways, that's all I got for now. I've been Spaz, your YWC Reality Check. Subscribe up there, talk down there, start a conversation. Keep all these conversations going. Don't be a stranger. I will talk to each and every last one of you later, but for right now, I am tagging out. Bye, guys.
Like me, don't apologize. They can't hold you down. You were born to rise. It's our time now to come out. If you're a freak like me.
What's going on, guys? I promise promise I won't take more than 1 or 2 minutes of your time. If you're looking for something different to watch, if you're looking for a new suggestion, Destiny Wrestling, the company that I've been talking about up here in Mississauga for a little bit now, they are having their very first pay-per-view streaming live on Fight TV November 25th. I think they're really good. I have a lot of fun at their shows. You guys should check it out. I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun watching their shows. Let me know what you think. Tell them Spaz sent you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.